Have you ever gotten so lost in a story that you forget you're not actually living it? Like that feeling of being completely swept away by the intrigue.
Absolutely.
The suspense, the mystery.
It's like stepping into another world.
Yeah.
Where like every clue is a breadcrumb leading you deeper
Exactly.
into the unknown.
You know, it reminds me of this tabletop RPG session I was in recently.
Oh, yeah.
We were tasked with finding a missing artifact.
Okay.
This powerful amulet that was said to be hidden within this, like, sprawling, forgotten city.
Oh.
The clues were scattered, the NPCs were shady, and every step we took just seemed to plunge us further into danger.
Oh, no.
It turns out the city itself was a giant puzzle, and the amulet was the key to unlocking its secrets.
It sounds like you were really drawn into that narrative.
I was.
It's amazing how a well-crafted mystery can create that level of immersion for people.
Oh, it really was incredible. And it got me thinking about the art of designing such immersive mysteries, especially for those of us who create and run our own tabletop RPG campaigns. Luckily, we've got a deep dive prepared for you today that explores exactly that.
Perfect.
We're going to be looking at some expert advice from LitRPG Reads
Okay.
and author Kenny Kings on how to build suspense, create intriguing hooks, and design unforgettable mysteries for your own tabletop RPG campaigns.
One of the most crucial elements of any good mystery is the hook.
Yes.
It's that initial spark of intrigue that grabs the player's attention and sets the entire mystery in motion.
For sure.
Kings highlights several types of hooks, each with its own unique appeal.
He mentions the ghostly apparitions hook, spectral figures haunting an old battlefield.
Ooh, spooky.
Imagine your players are exploring this battlefield, maybe searching for lost treasure or investigating a local legend.
Okay.
As dusk settles in, they start seeing these ghostly figures.
Right.
Are they merely echoes of the past? Or do they harbor a malevolent intent?
Ooh.
What secrets do they hold? It's a fantastic way to instantly draw your players into the mystery.
Exactly. And you can even tailor this hook to fit different playstyles. For a combat-focused group, maybe the apparitions become hostile, forcing the players to fight their way through the mystery.
I like it.
For a group that enjoys exploration, perhaps the ghosts lead the players to hidden chambers or forgotten pathways, revealing clues about the battlefield's past and the mystery at hand.
Another intriguing hook Kings mentions is the disappearing caravan.
Okay.
A group of travelers vanishes without a trace on a well-traveled route.
Classic.
It's a classic setup with endless possibilities.
Right.
Where did they go? Were they attacked? Did they stumble upon something they shouldn't have?
You can weave this hook into your campaign by having your players come across the abandoned caravan with signs of a struggle.
Okay.
But no bodies.
Interesting.
Maybe they find a cryptic message scrawled on a piece of parchment or an unusual item left behind.
And that's just the beginning. Kings emphasizes that a good hook is not just about presenting a problem. It's about raising questions that linger in the players' minds.
Right.
Questions that they'll be eager to answer as they delve deeper into the mystery.
Once you've hooked your players, the next challenge is to build suspense.
Okay.
To create that feeling of anticipation and uncertainty that keeps them on the edge of their seats.
Right.
One of the most effective ways to do this is through pacing.
Pacing, okay.
Kings suggests thinking of it like a slow drip of information,
I
revealing just enough to keep them intrigued, but not so much that they solve the mystery too quickly.
Right, you don't want to overload them with all the clues at once.
No.
Instead, space out the revelations, let them uncover pieces of the puzzle gradually, and use those revelations to raise even more questions.
And don't be afraid to throw in some red herrings along the way.
Ooh, red herrings.
False clues, misleading information, suspicious NPCs who turn out to be innocent.
Right.
These can all add layers of complexity and keep the players guessing. Oh, those are so much fun. Imagine your players are investigating a murder.
Okay.
And all signs point to a wealthy merchant with a shady past. But as they delve deeper, they uncover evidence suggesting that the merchant was framed and the real killer is someone they least suspect.
It's all about creating those twists and turns that keep the players engaged and invested in the story.
Exactly. It's like weaving a tapestry of intrigue.
Yes.
Where each thread represents a clue, a suspicion, a revelation. And it's up to the players to piece it all together.
And speaking of revelations, cliffhangers are another fantastic tool for building suspense.
Oh, for sure.
Ending a session on a cliffhanger leaves the players with a burning question, a desperate need to know what happens next.
Right.
Imagine your players are exploring an ancient tomb, finally reaching the chamber where the artifact they seek is hidden, but just as they're about to claim it, the ground begins to shake, the walls start to crumble, and the only way out collapses behind them.
What do they do? How do they escape?
They'll be counting down the minutes until the next session to find out.
I know.
Those kinds of moments are what make tabletop RPGs so memorable.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just about the story itself, it's about the shared experience.
For sure.
The camaraderie, the collective gasps of surprise and shouts of excitement as the mystery unfolds.
And it all starts with that initial spark, that captivating hook that draws the players in and sets them on a path of discovery.
So we've talked about hooks, suspense, pacing.
Yeah.
Are there any other essential ingredients for crafting a truly captivating mystery?
One that King's emphasizes is the importance of preparation.
Okay.
But also improvisation and flexibility.
Right.
You want to have a solid plan going in, but also be prepared to adapt to your players' choices.
So it's kind of like having a roadmap, but being willing to take detours.
Exactly.
If the scenery looks interesting.
And those detours often lead to the most memorable moments in a campaign.
Oh, cool.
Sometimes the best stories come from those unexpected turns that the players take you on.
Speaking of unexpected turns, let's talk about NPCs.
Yes.
They're the lifeblood of any good campaign. But how can we use them to really elevate the mystery?
NPCs are your secret weapon.
Okay.
In a mystery campaign.
Right.
They can be allies, suspects, informants, even red herrings. King suggests really thinking about the different roles they can play.
Right.
And how their motivations can influence the course of the mystery.
Let's say your players are investigating a series of strange disappearances in a bustling port city.
Okay.
They meet this charismatic tavern owner who seems eager to help.
Right.
Providing them with rumors and leads. But as they delve deeper, they discover that this seemingly helpful NPC is actually involved in a smuggling ring.
Oh, no.
And their information is carefully curated to mislead the players.
The key is to give your NPCs depth and believable motivations.
I see.
They should feel like real people with their own secrets and desires, not just cardboard cutouts there to dispense information.
I love the idea of the seemingly trustworthy blacksmith with a hidden motive.
Right.
Imagine your players are in a small village where everyone knows each other.
Okay.
They befriend the local blacksmith.
Yeah.
Who seems like a kind, hardworking soul. But little do they know.
Yeah.
This blacksmith is actually a skilled assassin, hired to eliminate a key witness in their investigation.
Wow.
The contrast between their friendly facade and their sinister actions can create a truly memorable twist.
Absolutely. It's about subverting expectations and reminding the players that they can't always judge a book by its cover.
Right.
Even the most unassuming character can have a dark secret.
And that's just one example.
Yeah.
King's provides a treasure trove of ideas for how to use NPCs to drive the mystery forward.
Right.
Create twists and turns, and keep the players guessing.
From the helpful librarian with a hidden agenda to the enigmatic fortune teller who speaks in riddles.
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
Endless possibilities.
It's all about using those characters to create a rich tapestry of intrigue and suspense.
Okay, we've talked about hooks, suspense, pacing, and the power of NPCs.
Yes.
Now let's get to the really fun stuff. Twists.
Yeah,
Those mind-bending moments
Yeah.
that make you question everything you thought you knew.
I love those.
King's mentioned some incredibly intriguing examples.
Okay.
Like, the accuser is the culprit.
Oh.
Imagine your players are called upon to investigate a theft.
Okay.
And the most vocal accuser, the one who seems most distraught by the crime, is actually the mastermind behind it all.
Wow, that's a good one.
It's a fantastic way to subvert expectations and create a genuine sense of surprise.
Another great example is the treasure is cursed.
Okay.
Your players finally locate that legendary artifact they've been searching for.
Yes.
But upon claiming it, they realize it's not the boon they expected.
Oh, no.
It carries a terrible curse.
Oh, wow.
One that could have devastating consequences for them and the world around them.
It's like that classic trope of the monkey's paw.
Yes.
Where a wish granted comes with a terrible price.
Exactly.
It introduces a whole new layer of conflict and complexity to the story.
It forces the players to make difficult choices.
Right.
And consider the potential consequences of their actions.
Yeah.
Do they try to destroy the cursed treasure?
Right.
Do they try to contain it? Do they risk using its power for their own gain?
And those choices, those dilemmas, are what make mystery so compelling.
Absolutely.
It's not just about finding the answers.
Uh-huh.
It's about navigating the moral gray areas.
Yes.
The unexpected consequences.
Right.
The moments where the players have to define their own sense of right and wrong.
And that's something we can explore even further.
Okay.
When we talk about adapting those mysteries to different player preferences.
I like that.
And ensuring that everyone at the table feels engaged and challenged.
That sounds like a great topic for the next part of our deep dive.
It is.
But before we move on, I want to take a moment to acknowledge LitRPG Reads and Paul Bello for their insightful contributions to this discussion.
Absolutely. Their articles and insights have been invaluable in helping us explore the art of crafting captivating mysteries for tabletop RPGs.
They've given us a lot to think about, and I'm sure our listeners are already brainstorming their own mystery hooks and twists.
I hope so.
So, dear listener, as we delve further into this topic,
Yes.
we want to leave you with a question to ponder.
Okay.
What are some of your favorite mystery tropes and twists? What elements do you think are essential for creating a truly memorable and engaging mystery in a tabletop RPG campaign?
Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.
Yes.
We'd love to hear what makes a mystery truly unforgettable for you.
And we'll be back soon to continue our exploration of mystery crafting, with a focus on how to tailor those mysteries to different player preferences and ensure that everyone at the table has a chance to shine.
Welcome back. We've been discussing how to craft these captivating mysteries, and now I'd like to delve into the art of tailoring those mysteries to different player preferences.
Okay.
After all, a tabletop RPG group is a collection of diverse individuals,
Right.
each with their own unique playstyle and what they enjoy most.
That's a fantastic point. Some players thrive on combat. Some love exploration.
Right.
Some are masters of role-playing.
Exactly.
How do we ensure that everyone feels engaged and challenged,
Yes.
regardless of their preferred style?
It's all about weaving those preferences into the very fabric of the mystery.
Okay.
For a group that loves combat, you can make the battles themselves integral to solving the mystery.
So it's not just about defeating enemies.
Right.
It's about using those encounters to uncover clues and advance the investigation.
Precisely. Imagine your players are investigating a series of ritualistic murders.
Okay.
They discover that each victim was slain with a unique weapon, and those weapons are guarded by powerful creatures tied to the murders. Defeating these creatures not only provides a thrilling combat experience,
Yes.
but also yields crucial clues.
Okay.
Perhaps the weapons themselves hold magical residue or inscriptions that point to the killer's identity.
Now that's how you make combat meaningful.
Exactly.
It becomes more than just a test of strength and skill.
Right.
It becomes a puzzle piece in the larger mystery.
And for a group that loves exploration, you can design a mystery that unfolds across a vast and intricate world.
I like it.
Each new location they discover offers more clues,
Right.
deepens the mystery, and rewards their curiosity.
I'm picturing a mystery set in a sprawling, ancient city with hidden tunnels, forgotten temples, and secret societies.
Uh-huh.
Each location the players explore adds a new layer to the story, providing them with pieces of the puzzle that they must then assemble.
Right.
Maybe they find an old journal in a crumbling library,
Yeah.
a coded message etched into a statue in a hidden courtyard,
Uh-huh.
or a cryptic prophecy whispered by a hermit living on the outskirts of the city.
The world itself becomes a character in the mystery,
I see.
and the player's exploration becomes a key part of unraveling its secrets.
Right.
They're not just passively following a plot.
Right.
They're actively shaping the investigation through their choices of where to go and what to explore.
And for the role-playing enthusiasts,
Yes.
the social butterflies of the group,
Right.
you can design a mystery that revolves around court intrigue, political maneuvering, and complex social dynamics.
Exactly.
They can gather information through conversations, decipher hidden meanings in subtle gestures, and use their social skills to manipulate or befriend key NPCs.
Imagine a mystery set in a royal court where a visiting dignitary has been poisoned.
Okay.
The players must navigate a web of alliances and rivalries,
Right.
attending lavish banquets and clandestine meetings, all the while observing the guests, interpreting their motives, and extracting information through carefully crafted questions and calculated risks.
It's like a game of social chess,
Yes.
where every word, every glance, every alliance, forged or broken, can move them closer to the truth.
And the beauty of this approach is that it doesn't have to be limited to a single setting
Oh.
or play style.
Right.
You can combine these elements to create a truly multifaceted mystery that offers something for everyone.
So you can have a mystery that begins with a thrilling combat encounter.
Yes.
Then transitions into a period of exploration and discovery, culminating in a tense social encounter where the players must use their wits and charm to extract crucial information from a cagey NPC.
Precisely. It's about weaving those different elements together seamlessly. Creating a rich tapestry of experiences that caters to the diverse strengths and interests of your group.
I like it.
It keeps everyone engaged and invested in the mystery.
Speaking of keeping players engaged.
Yes.
We've talked a lot about the structure and design of a mystery. But what about the smaller details, those subtle touches that can really bring the experience to life?
Those details are crucial. One of the most powerful tools in your arsenal is the use of visual aids.
Oh, right.
Maps, letters, artifacts, even sketches or photographs. These tangible clues can ground the mystery in the player's world. And make it feel more real and immediate.
I'm a big fan of using props.
Me too.
Imagine your players are investigating a haunted mansion. Instead of simply describing the mansion, you present them with a detailed map. Complete with hidden passages and secret rooms. As they explore, you reveal additional clues, a faded photograph of the mansion's former occupants. A journal entry written in a frantic hand, a lock of hair tied with a ribbon.
Those tangible elements add a layer of immersion that you simply can't achieve with words alone.
For sure.
And don't be afraid to get creative.
You could use audio recordings to create creepy sound effects, scents to evoke specific locations, even food and drinks that tie into the theme of the mystery. The more senses you engage, the more immersive the experience becomes.
And as you introduce those clues, think about how you can present them in a way that sparks curiosity and encourages the players to think outside the box.
Maybe the clues are hidden in plain sight, disguised as everyday objects or woven into the environment. Maybe they're presented as riddles or puzzles that the players must solve to unlock their true meaning.
The goal is to create a sense of discovery. To reward the player's attention to detail and their willingness to think creatively.
And remember, as Kings emphasizes, it's not just about solving the mystery. It's about the journey itself.
Absolutely.
The twists and turns, the red herrings, the moments of triumph and frustration. All of that contributes to a memorable and rewarding experience.
Absolutely. And as we've learned from Kenny Kings, creating a captivating mystery doesn't require years of experience or an encyclopedic knowledge of game mechanics. It's about tapping into that primal human desire for answers, but for understanding, for unraveling the unknown.
And most importantly, it's about having fun. Embrace the collaborative nature of tabletop role-playing games. Let your players surprise you, and don't be afraid to experiment. Who knows? You might even stumble upon a twist or a solution that you never anticipated, making the story even more captivating for everyone involved.
You know, as we've been discussing these intricacies of mystery campaigns, it strikes me that we often focus on the grand reveals, the aha moments when the truth is finally unveiled. But there's so much more to a truly engaging mystery than just the solution.
You're absolutely right.
It's about the journey. The process of discovery, the moments of tension and anticipation that lead up to that final revelation.
And that's where player engagement becomes paramount.
Exactly.
It's not enough to simply present your players with a predetermined path to follow.
Right.
You want to give them agency to make them feel like their choices matter, like they're actively shaping the course of the investigation.
Exactly. And that's where Kenny Kings' advice about encouraging player creativity and rewarding their ingenuity comes into play. When players feel like their ideas are valued, like they're contributing to the narrative in a meaningful way, their engagement skyrockets.
I love that idea of the dungeon master as a facilitator, not a dictator. It's about creating a collaborative storytelling experience where everyone at the table feels empowered to contribute.
And speaking of collaboration, remember how we talked about the different types of hooks? And how they can be adapted to suit various player preferences?
We talked about combat-focused mysteries, exploration-based mysteries, role-playing heavy mysteries.
Well, think about how you can combine those elements to create a truly multifaceted mystery that appeals to everyone in your group. Maybe you have a mystery that starts with a thrilling combat encounter. Then transitions into a period of exploration and discovery, culminating in a tense social encounter where the players have to use their wits and their charm to extract crucial information from a cagey NPC.
Ooh, I love that.
It's like a mystery buffet.
Right.
Offering something for everyone to savor.
I like it.
Exactly. And by weaving those different elements together seamlessly, you create a richer, more engaging experience that keeps everyone invested from beginning to end.
This has been such a fascinating conversation, and I'm already brainstorming so many ideas for my upcoming campaigns.
Me too.
But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I think it's important to address a question.
Okay.
That many dungeon managers, especially those who are new to running mystery campaigns, might be asking themselves.
And what question would that be?
How do we balance preparation with improvisation?
Right.
We've talked about having a solid plan, but also being flexible and adaptable to player choices.
Yes.
But finding that balance can be tricky.
That's a very valid concern, and one that Kings addresses in his advice.
Okay.
It's all about having a strong foundation, but being willing to let go of the reins a bit.
Right.
And allow the players to influence the direction of the story.
So it's not about rigidly sticking to a script.
No.
It's about having a general outline of events and key clues, but being open to unexpected turns and player-driven solutions.
Exactly. And that's where your skills as a dungeon master come into play.
Right.
It's about being able to think on your feet.
Yeah.
To improvise dialogue, to adjust encounters.
Right.
To weave player choices into the narrative in a way that feels organic and satisfying.
It sounds like a lot to juggle, but it also sounds incredibly rewarding.
It is.
Imagine a scenario where the players completely derail your carefully laid plans.
Okay.
But instead of panicking, you embrace their choices.
Right.
Weave them into the story and end up with an even more compelling and memorable mystery than you originally envisioned.
Precisely. Those are the moments that truly shine.
Yeah.
The moments where the collaborative nature of tabletop role-playing games truly comes alive. It's about trusting your players, trusting your own instincts, and being willing to let go of control and embrace the unexpected.
This brings up another question.
Okay.
How much information should we reveal up front?
Right.
We don't want to give away too much and spoil the mystery.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to leave our players feeling lost and frustrated.
That's where the art of foreshadowing comes into play.
Okay.
It's about planting seeds of doubt, hinting at connections,
Yeah.
subtly nudging the players in the right direction without explicitly revealing the answers.
So instead of telling the players outright that a certain NPC is suspicious, we might drop subtle hints about their past, their motivations, their connections to other key figures in the mystery.
Exactly. Let the players piece together those clues themselves.
Right.
It makes their eventual discoveries all the more satisfying.
And as we delve deeper into this topic of player engagement and collaboration, I can't help but think about the importance of rewarding creative problem solving. Mysteries aren't just about finding clues.
No.
They're about figuring out what to do with those clues.
Right.
How to connect the dots. How to think outside the box and come up with solutions that we as dungeon masters might never have anticipated.
That's one of the most rewarding aspects of running a mystery campaign.
Yeah.
Seeing your players come up with brilliant, unexpected solutions
Right.
that completely blow you away.
Exactly.
And when those moments happen, it's crucial to acknowledge and reward that creativity.
Maybe they find a clever way to bypass a seemingly impossible obstacle. Or they use their knowledge of the game world to uncover a connection that you hadn't even considered.
Right.
Those moments deserve to be celebrated.
Absolutely. And those rewards don't have to be material.
Right.
Sometimes the greatest reward is simply acknowledging their ingenuity.
Okay.
Incorporating their ideas into the narrative.
Yeah.
And making them feel like their contributions truly matter.
This whole conversation has really got me fired up to create some truly epic mysteries for my players.
I feel the same way.
You know, it makes me think of something Paul Bello over at LitRPG Reads always says. He always says, a truly great mystery is like a tapestry, woven with threads of intrigue, suspense, and discovery.
Yeah.
And it's the players who hold the needle, guiding the pattern, creating something unique and unforgettable.
That's a beautiful analogy.
Yeah.
And it speaks to the heart of what we've been discussing.
Right.
The collaborative nature of tabletop role-playing games.
Yes.
The power of shared storytelling. And the joy of creating something special together.
It's not just about the dungeon master dictating the story.
Right.
It's about giving the players agency.
Yeah.
Empowering them to make choices that shape the narrative. And rewarding their creativity and ingenuity.
And when you approach mystery crafting with that mindset,
the
possibilities become limitless.
Speaking of possibilities, as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of mystery campaigns, what are some final words of wisdom for our listeners who are eager to create their own captivating mysteries?
I think one of the most valuable pieces of advice is to embrace the spirit of experimentation. Don't be afraid to try new things. To break the mold, to step outside your comfort zone.
Don't feel like you have to follow a formula. Or stick to established tropes. Let your imagination run wild.
Borrow ideas from your favorite books, movies, video games, even real-life events. Adapt those ideas to your game world. Twist them, subvert them, and make them your own.
And remember, there are no right or wrong answers when it comes to crafting a mystery.
Absolutely.
What matters most is that you're having fun, that you're engaging your players, and that you're creating a story that everyone will remember.
And as we've learned from Kenny Kings and LitRPG Reads, a well-crafted mystery is more than just a puzzle to be solved. It's a journey of discovery, a testament to the power of imagination, and a shared experience that can forge lasting memories and friendships.
So go forth, dear listeners, and create mysteries that will captivate, challenge, and inspire.
But before you embark on your own mystery-making adventures, we'd love to hear from you. We've explored the mechanics of crafting a good mystery, but we want to know what makes a mystery truly memorable for you. What are those elements, those twists, those characters, those moments that stick with you long after the game is over?
Share your thoughts, your experiences, your favorite mystery tropes and twists in the comments below. We're eager to continue this conversation and learn from your insights.
And until next time, keep those creative sparks flying, those mysteries unraveling, and those dice rolling.
We'll be back soon with more deep dives into the fascinating world of tabletop gaming.
Until then, happy gaming.